President Muhammadu Buhari said since coming to power at a critical period in the nation's history, his administration did not leave anything to chance in its resolve to contain the Boko Haram insurgency. He explained that with the strategic collaboration and cooperation of the multinational Joint Task Force, Nigeria has successfully degraded the terror group and reclaimed all lost territories. The president said efforts are now focused on the recovery of the Chibok girls so as to reunite them with their families. On the consequences of climate change in Nigeria, President Buhari called for the support of global community towards reversing the drying up of Lake Chad and save the lives of those who depend on it for survival. He, however, urged the president to integrate the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals into Nigeria's economic and environmental vision. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Dr. Ibe Kachuku, has formally reacted to the renewed hostilities in parts of the Niger Delta, occasioned by kidnapping and vandalization of petroleum pipelines, describing it as counterproductive.
Over the last 3-4 days, we've had a series of bomb attacks on the pipelines, especially the Escravos to Warri refinery pipeline. A couple of lives were lost, a lot of property damage, gas supply has been shut down in some of those territories, and our ability to utilize the line is also very limited.
Dr. Kachuku advised the perpetrators of the intolerable acts to desist forthwith as the government is running out of patience.
My attitude to this is the time has come to stop. This country, faced with the dwindling price of oil, faced with the difficulties of development, faced with many challenges of just trying to survive and find work for our young people and development for our citizens, cannot continue on this path of self-destruction. And therefore I urge my brothers and sisters who live in these territories, who on the grounds of resource control continue to do this, to please stop. We need to guarantee this country that intervention cannot be through violence. Because the reality is, at the end of the day, you cannot overwhelm a nation. The president is very committed to development in these areas, very committed to intervention to help. But at the same time, he's a very firm believer in the rule of discipline. And if we do not stop, more lives are going to be lost because the military will intervene, the security forces will move in to protect the assets of this country. And the assets that people destroy are assets owned by everybody.
The minister expressed confidence that the situation will be contained for sustainable growth in the nation's petroleum industry. From Abu Dhabi, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.